Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk as I create, and I'm making a tropical wrist corsage. And I call it tropical because I'm using tropical orchids. So tropical flowers are going to be your anthurium, ginger, of course orchids, birds of paradise, and pretty much the only flowers that are going to work for that type of corsage, into a corsage I should say, are going to be the orchids, because they come in smaller versions and there's quite a variety of them. So I'm starting off by making some gold ribbon loops, and when I'm done tying off the wire, I'm going to give it a little hook. That way I can hot glue it into my corsage base. So I'm just doing, I'll probably do about 4 loops each. I dropped that one. And I do like the more of the see-through ribbon as opposed to a double-faced satin ribbon for tropicals. I feel like it gives it a more airy feel. You could use like a little bit of tulle. This is a wider ribbon. Sometimes they go by numbers. I'm going to do 2 loops on this guy. So this wider ribbon would be considered a number 40. And then a step down after that would be a number 9, and then number 3. Those are the most common widths that you find in ribbons. So this is about 2.5 inches wide, the spool says. All right, so I got my loops all made up here, and I'm going to use some darker rose leaves. Just going to kind of crisscross them. I'm just cutting off the little nubbins at the end there. Just let them kind of work into each other. A couple of different shades of green. I like the darker green with artificial or with tropical flowers. I feel like it gives it a nice background. So I just put some hot glue there. I'm going to add my rose leaves, hot glue my thumb to it. All right, and it's got these nice little tie overs that you can just bend. I'm just going to secure my greenery in that way. Give it a little crisscross. Hold it nice and tight. You're not really going to see this greenery. It's just going to give you something to glue onto. And there we go. So same with this little bit of plumosa or asparagus fern. I'm just clipping off the little fatter ends there. I'm going to hot glue and kind of weave it into my little tie downs there. Try to work that guy right under. And it gives a little bit of wispy and a little bit of movement. If you wanted to do fresh orchids at home and you happen to have an orchid plant, you can definitely save money doing it that way. And fresh orchids are usually kind of pricey when you get them from the flower shops, if you get them in fresh cuts. But they do have a wider choice, and they've been processed, so they're going to last a little bit longer for you too. So I'm gluing some of my ribbon down, using that hook to grab a hold of whatever it can. Make sure nothing falls out. Make it nice and floofy. Grab my double one here. The orchids I'm working with today are going to be oncidium orchids. I got the yellow oncidiums. And I believe those are philodendron orchids, if I'm not mistaken. So I got that guy hooked in. I'm going to give a little extra glue so it doesn't fall out. And if you are doing fresh, you can absolutely use the same method I am, but instead of hot glue, there is a floral glue. I know Oasis is a really good floral company that makes the glue. I've used that in the past, and that's made specifically for fresh flowers, so it's not going to harm the flowers at all. But now I've got a nice fluffy base. Everything's in there nice and tight, including my thumb. So now I'm going to add my orchids here. This guy was already falling off. Just clip them on down. I'm going nice and flat on the back there so I can get a nice flat glue down surface. So to create the focal, you could go a couple different ways. You can go like that, and that would look nice going up the arm. Or you could face their little noses into each other, and then you've got a definite focal point right here, and then you can put your oncidiums kind of doing an S on the way out, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my little orchids so that their noses are touching, or at least facing each other. There we go. I got those guys in there, so that creates that kind of back and forth with your eyes. So that's going to be your focal point right there. Your eyes are going to go right there. And now I'm going to work my other orchids around. That might be too tall. Put a little bend in it. That's what's fun about artificial flowers, is that you can work the stems. So I'm going to have it going right here. All right, so we've got that. We're going to try to create like a S shape going there. So I'm looking for another bendable stem. And I want to continue that line on through. If I was to just come in like that, it would just wouldn't look quite right. So to keep that continual flow, I'm going to have it come out the other side. So there, so we got that nice little S shape, and now I'm just going to fill in with some of the little bits and pieces here. Actually, I'll clip them off right there. Trying to distribute that yellow all the way through. It's so bright that it will be distracting to the beautiful white orchids in the center. So just want to bring it all the way through. Really like the sparkle that the gold loops give off. You can add some rhinestones to it too, or even a little bit more of that. Might tuck some of this in. Bring a little bit of the greenery through it, give it a little bit more of that movement. Kind of make it look fresh. Or not too good with the plaid, but you can see. And there we go. We made it all the way to the end. This is a wrist corsage using artificial tropical flowers. Thank you so much for watching.